Today we are going to be talking about the tier list for Update 5 of Anime Vanguards, which features Dragon Ball Z and Devil May Cry units. So without further ado, let's get it started. By the way, if you aren't yet subscribed, then please don't forget to like and subscribe, because at 50k subscribers, we are going to be doing a pretty decently sized giveaway to celebrate our milestone. So if you want to be part of the community and see more content like this, please subscribe and be part of that giveaway and join our Discord in the pinned comment down below. Before I start this video, I first want to preface this by saying that tier lists nowadays are pretty much not fact and are very opinionated or opinion based, and this is because every single unit in Anime Vanguards, their powers are in their passives. So nowadays, most of these units, the DPS doesn't tell the full story, which means you can't really just take a look at the DPS and say, oh, this guy has higher DPS, so he must be better. It's really about the passives, and because of that, there's so many different things you could do with these units. So most of the time, whoever is stronger is pretty much just based on their opinions. But I will still try to make this a tier list as best as I possibly can. But I am saying this so people don't go in the comments and say, oh, your tier list is trash. It's not trash, it's just I have my own opinions, okay? Alright, so this is my new and revised tier list. And yeah, let us start with top tier units. Now, Sangjinwoo Vanguard is without a doubt the best unit in the game right now. Literally immune to so many stuff, and it's just absolutely without a doubt broken. This guy is just crazy, which makes sense because he is a Vanguard unit. Next is Yuhaba, self-explanatory, but the reason why he's up here is because full AoE, and he does 2 times damage, 2 times DPS basically. Gogeta is probably gonna be higher than Yuhaba, but I am gonna be deducting some points because he's very Monarch reliant. However, if you are gonna have Monarch on Gogeta, I would probably put him over Yuhaba simply because he can teleport all over the map, and that ability is really useful in a lot of cases and is just super duper convenient, which is why I'm putting Gogeta here. But then you have Aizen as well. In my previous tier list, he was placed very low, but I am deciding to place him here now because I realized that even without traits or Monarch, he's very good. I just saw a Deadeye Aizen out DPS my Monarch Sangjinwoo Vanguard and Monarch Gogeta. This guy is basically Mr. Steal Your MVP. That's why he's that good. Then you have Diavolo, pretty much self-explanatory. And then you also have Dante, which is one of the newer units added in this update. Now, if you didn't watch my previous videos, Dante, he isn't really a flexible, versatile unit. He really isn't a support unit either. Basically, what he just does is he is a crit god. He basically does not stop critting. If you get a dead eye on him, he is just absolutely broken. 100% crit rate, attacks all the time. So basically what I mean by Dante attacks all the time is he has a passive that allows him to do combos, basically, if he crits, right? So if you have dead eye on him, he will have 100% crit rate. And if he has 100% crit rate, he basically never stops doing his combo, which means he's also always on his Sin Devil trigger form. You heard that right. He's always gonna have his Sin Devil trigger form, which means he's always full AoE, always doing crits, and then also non-stop attacking. And also, he costs 1,027 yen to place. He's absolutely amazing. Then you have Majin Buu right here, which is the top of meta units. Honestly, I might as well put this guy in top tier units, but I just don't think it's worth putting him there. Honestly, I really am just tempted to put him there. And the reason why is because this guy right here on placement will stun enemy units. Number one, very versatile. He buffs, he cleanses himself, he summons, he does a lot of things. I mean, the only limitation he really has is the fact that it takes a while to really reach his full potential. But it really doesn't matter because you can keep him on his first form, so to speak, and he will do stuns. He will consistently stun your enemies, and stuns are pretty broken here in Anime Vanguards, honestly. And then he has his other forms. He has a form that can summon. He has a form that can make chocolates explode. You would understand once you start to use him. He has a form that buffs other Dragon Sphere units by a great amount. A very powerful unit. So yeah. Then you have Virgil. Virgil, by the way, has the highest DPS in the game, even higher than Gogeta. And this is because he has a clone with a doppelganger. And with this doppelganger, that doppelganger will do the attack that he does. But then, if Virgil attacks someone that is stunned, so if, let's say for example you have Buu, right? And Virgil attacks someone that Buu stunned, he will do another attack. So he has a doppelganger that does So if you have Monarch on this guy and a freeze unit, he has the highest DPS in the game and can absolutely shred pretty much any boss in the game. He's absolutely broken with Monarch. He's crazily good. Then obviously Saber King of Knights is here because Saber King of Knights, she has that nuke, she has that repulse, which is very great crowd control. She's relatively cheap, really great early defender, and also she can be immune to stun after upgrade 5. And then again, the nukes and whatnot, and also the fact that you can use him or her without Monarch is why she is there. Then you have Goku, Vegeta, and Vegito here in below Saber, and the reason why I'm putting him here and not up here or up here is because Goku Super 3 that fuses into Vegito, it just takes too long and too much effort to actually get him into his Vegito form, right? So if you're just gonna take a look at Vegito, and if, let's say for example, you could transform into Vegito immediately, I would definitely put him higher. However, because you cannot transform into Vegito immediately and it takes around 13 waves at the fastest, okay, 13 waves at the fastest, he does become kind of lackluster. And also, his earlier forms like Goku and Vegeta, even though they can stun and slow, I mean, you have a unit like Boo that can stun consistently. His early forms can't stun consistently. It only stuns like once every 10 seconds, something like that. So it's not really the best, in my opinion. It's self-explanatory. You have Gohan right here, and the reason why Gohan is good because he's meta for wave skip. I'm not gonna go too deep into that. Then after that, you have Hercule here at the bottom, which is a meta support unit. He buffs farms. You heard that right? He buffs farm units. And apart from buffing farm units, he also buffs other Dragon Ball units by like 30-something% damage, and then also 30% crit and some percent of damage. So he's pretty good for buffing other units, other Dragon Ball Sphere units, and buffing farms and doing damage himself. But really, I do think that this is the best place he could be because Gazelle, Orihime, Alucard, Lucy, and all these other supports above him are just better than him. And he really does only shine if you have like, you know, a full Dragon Ball team. Other than that, I don't think he's gonna be that super outstanding. But he is like still meta support, but so are the ones above him, basically. Okay, so by the way, again, before I end this tier list is objective. If you think this tier list sucks ass, then you are free to just comment down below and say never make a tier list again. I did try my best, okay? I did try my best to make this tier list. You never will have a perfect tier list in this game because people have different opinions. But in my opinion, this is the closest to the best possible tier list because I spent a while testing these stuff and arguing with people in Gen 2 trying to make this tier list. Anyway, shout out to General Chat 2, by the way, who helped me make this tier list. Really nice guys right here. They really helped me make this tier list. I really like Gen 2. This is my home in the Discord chat. Really cool. Anyways, that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and sub, and peace out, everybody.